Hello. Excuse me. Sorry. Welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we are going to be learning vocabulary, specifically idioms. More specifically, idioms which are somehow related to talking about relationships between people, romantic relationships, work relationships, family relationships, all of those. In fact, we'll be doing that today and tomorrow because there's a lot of idioms involved in a lot of different kinds of relationships. We'll be doing this class by doing a number of exercises, taking turns. The students will take turns, some fill-in-the-blank exercises. As we go along, we'll discuss the idioms. There may be relevant factors such as the situational use. Sometimes idioms, this is only used in business, or this is only used to comment about other people, never to talk about ourselves. Special situational use sometimes occurs with idioms. And we'll also discuss any other related idioms that are maybe the same meaning or very, very close in meaning. If you have questions about an idiom which you think is related, please, bring it up. If you want to share an idiom from your own native language, please do, because I'm always interested in learning about those. So kind of interact as we discuss these idioms. Okay. Hi, B. Welcome back again.
Yeah. Hello again, teacher.
Hello again. All right. You're with me for the long haul today, apparently.
Yes.
Great. That's cool. Thank
I'm
you.
off of school today, so.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. And all right, Rebecca's joined us as well again. Hi. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello again. How are you?
Still good.
Me too.
Still doing good. All right. I'm going to do a screen share and we'll get to it. All right. Let's learn some idioms that have something to do with talking about relationships. Okay. This first part, actually, I'm just going to have you guys, we're looking at idioms, but I'll have you guys read the short description and then we'll talk about it a little more. B, can you read about number one here?
Okay. A spot is usually a mark on your skin, but if you have a soft spot for someone, you like them. You usually use it for someone who tends to be unpopular with other people.
Okay. Now that's all well and good, but that's one definition. Okay. Yeah, you have a soft spot for somebody who's obnoxious. For some odd reason, you will like them, for example. But there's another idiomatic meaning. For example, B, if I said, oh, I think we can torture the boss. He's got a soft spot. What does that mean? Any idea?
You don't get the meaning of it.
Okay. There's two meanings for having a soft spot. Okay. One meaning is here in the material. You like someone that is generally unpopular. He's very annoying. He has absolutely no diplomacy. He says whatever he thinks, but I kind of admire that, so I have a soft spot for him. He's really obnoxious, but he's funny. He makes me laugh. I have a soft spot for him.
You pay pitiful for someone?
No, not pity. I like him. I feel friendly toward him. I actually have warm, fuzzy, friendly feelings toward them. For some reason.
But it's like being on a crush for someone.
No, I'm not in love with them. I
Yes, but
like
it's like. You said
like
like
in a
them.
friendly way.
Ah, in a
Well,
friendly. Okay, okay.
okay, in a platonic way. Yes, it has to do with platonic like, not romantic like. Yes, like is used in English. Do you like him? When you say that when you're 12 years old, adults don't say this, but do you like him or do you like him? What does that mean? That means do you platonically like him in a friendly way or do you romantically like him? Like him.
It's confused, this word. It depends on the context, I think.
Yeah. Well, you're not 12, so you don't have to worry about it. Usually this is like a
Okay.
teenager thing when you're all embarrassed about who you're romantically like and who you like as friends and you're very sensitive about what people think. It gets very confusing with like. But once you're an adult, Rebecca, you and I, we don't have to worry about this.
Okay.
I'll just say, yeah, I like him. He's a cool guy, and I love her. Okay, fine. I'm yeah, I can put my emotions out there on the line, so I don't have to play around with subtleties of meaning. I can be direct. So, all right.
Okay.
Anyway, getting back to having a soft spot for someone. A very good example and a very common example would be somebody who's obnoxious. People find him obnoxious and he hurts people's feelings and he's annoying. I actually do have a soft spot for people like that because I'm kind of annoying and obnoxious. And I can relate to that and because people like that make me laugh. Anybody who makes me laugh, I have a soft spot for them. Okay, no matter their other qualities. Uh, anyway, that's just me. However, okay, if we're clear on that meaning, there's a different meaning. Totally different. If someone has a soft spot, they have a vulnerable spot. If you guys have ever read any fantasy stories or fantasy movies with dragons, dragons always have a soft spot. Oh, there's one scale missing under the left jawline. If you stab him with a spear right there, you'll kill the dragon. That's a soft spot, an area of vulnerability. Okay, so a dragon can have a soft spot. A company can have a soft spot. Oh, they don't market to elderly people. If we capture the elderly person market, that's that company's soft spot. We can take a lot of revenue from them. We can take a lot of market share. A vulnerability is a soft spot as well. Okay. All right. Okay, in the beginning, a spot is a mark on your skin. Well, a spot is a lot of things. Um, a spot is any dot somewhere. A spot. Okay. Who's like rearranging their furniture? One of you guys has your microphone open and it's like. I'm not sure, but anyway, thank you. Okay, a spot is any mark. I mean, if I use my pencil and make a dot on a piece of paper, that's a spot. If I drop some water on that paper, that's a spot of water. Any mark, not just on your skin, but anywhere. A spot is also an area. I can't find a spot to put my blanket on the beach. Okay. A spot is also a light, short for spotlight. The actor stepped into the spot. It's commonly used as a short for spotlight. So there's a lot of meanings for spot.
Can be a verb.
Yes, absolutely. I spot someone in the distance. I can see someone usually far away. Means like first sighting. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Western people are easily to be spotted in my country.
Yeah, probably. Yes, that's right. Good usage. Right. And of course, spotted can be like a leopard. It's a spotted animal. It has spots on its skin.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Uh, all right. Well, there you go. Lots of different possibilities there. Rebecca, number 2.
Okay. When some animals attack another animal, they often attack the soft area around their throat. In the same way, if two people are arguing, you can say that they are at each other's throat.
Yeah, there's the idiom, at each other's throats. Well, okay, this explanation is pretty good, pretty vivid in clarity. Imagine two animals trying to rip each other's throats out. And in fact, well, there you go. Sometimes other versions of this idiom, oh my God, Robert and Bill were going at it in the office the other day. They were trying to rip each other's throats out. You can say that as a, like an analogy that follows this idiom, the idea that people are fighting quite viciously. Maybe not actually physically fighting, but whatever, verbally vicious is good enough to use this idiom. B, where did B go? He's gone. Oh, he's back.
It's coming back. It's back.
He's back. Hi, B.
yes.
Hi again.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Okay. If you get on with someone like a house on fire, it means you get on very well.
All right. I have no idea the origin of this. I don't know why a house on fire is a good thing. I have no clue. Partly because I'm American, and this is very much a British expression. Americans really don't use this.
But like a house on fire is a positive thing.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I don't know why. Those British people are so weird.
yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes,
don't
they
know.
are good. They are good.
I don't know how this became a positive thing. I really don't see it.
In my country, it's a sentence. Threatened sentence, I think.
Frightening sentence?
Yes.
Scary? Like you
Yes,
mean?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, well, we're not that different, B. I'm an American, and it's frightening to me, too. Yeah, again, Americans, you'd probably never hear an American use that one. All right. Rebecca, number 4.
Yes, number 4. If you don't see eye to eye, it means that you don't agree on something.
Yeah, and usually this idiom is used in reference to a specific something, a specific. For example, I have a friend. We're still friends, but when it comes to politics, we don't see eye to eye. In fact, we're completely different in our viewpoints about politics. About other things, yeah, we can agree on, but when it comes to politics, we really don't see eye to eye. So we agree to disagree. Well, here's another expression, maybe a more colloquial expression. Let's agree to disagree. So if you don't see eye to eye to someone, doesn't mean you have to be enemies. You can just agree to disagree on that matter and just drop it. You just don't talk about it. Yeah, all right. Number 5, B.
If there's no love lost between two people, it is a way of saying they really don't get. I didn't see this word. Get on at all. They may not even be on speaking terms.
Mm-hmm. Okay. First of all, they don't get on. Get on is very British. Again, they're friendly with one another. Americans, slightly different. We say get along. I don't get along with my boss, or I get along with my neighbor very well. Can be positive or negative. Brits say don't. Get on. I get on with somebody really well. I don't get on. Same meaning, but different word, on, along. Okay, this idiom, there's no love lost between them. This is used when I want to explain to you about two other people. I would never use it to talk about myself. There's no love lost between me and Rachel. I wouldn't, that would be slightly odd. It's a third person idiom. You use it to describe two other people, and you use it when you're trying to give information. You think the person you're speaking to doesn't know this, that they don't know that they're enemies. Oh, you invited Rachel and Bob to the party? Well, I don't know. You do know that there's no love lost between those two. Okay, they really don't like each other. Like that. You're trying to inform somebody. That's when we use this.
That means in the past they were good friends. They were
No. Maybe
no?
they were. Maybe they were. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they were never friends. They really don't like each other. That's it. Straight up.
Okay, so if I don't, so if I really hate someone, I can say this.
No, you would not use it to talk about yourself. Some idioms are used only to talk about other people.
Okay.
We don't use it. There's no love lost between me and my boss. I would never say that. You know, I might say I really don't get along with my boss. That's
Okay.
it. I wouldn't use this idiom to discuss myself. It would sound slightly strange. I mean, it would be understood. It's understandable, but it's just generally not used that way. Yeah. Okay, Bob and Rachel were, oh my God, I just saw Bob and Rachel in the break room. They were totally going at each other's throats. You do know, and then you might reply, well, you do know that there's no love lost between those two. They have hated each other since day one. All right. Okay. Let's look at a whole bunch more. Shoulder to cry on. All right, we're going to use these idioms to fill in the blank in an exercise which is in the format of a dialogue. One person speaks, and then the next person answers. The little arrow indicates a response from a separate person. The idea is so you can see kind of how the idiom might be used in a dialogue. And you're going to pick one of these to fill in the blank. So, Rebecca, number one.
Okay, thanks for listening, Rachel. I feel better for talking to you. That's okay. You can always come to me if you need to talk to me.
What? If you need to
No,
talk.
that's another one. Okay, well, let me see the
Yeah,
options. If
here.
you need a shoulder to cry on.
Okay, there you go. All right. If you need a shoulder to cry on. All right. What do you think that means? What is? Okay.
If you need some company to go
Yeah.
through your bad moment,
Yeah. Right.
some yeah.
Yeah. Probably. Right. Probably the overall emotion would be sadness and upset. Okay. Right. A little different. All right. If you need to talk to somebody so you can vent, what does that mean? Rebecca, I need to talk to you. I need to vent.
Sorry,
I need to vent.
vent.
Yeah. I'm not saying, Rebecca, I need a shoulder to cry on. Can I talk to you? That means I'm probably going to complain. I'm probably going
Yeah,
to
I need
whine.
comfort. I need, something.
Right.
Yeah,
But differently.
comfort, relief.
Right. Right. But instead, I come to you and I say, Rebecca, I need to vent. What do I want to do?
I need to vent mean Let me see.
It's different.
I need. Okay, I need to vent is. I need just someone in front of me to hear me. I don't need, to talk to me. I need.
Yeah, I just need you to listen because I'm going to do this. If I need to
Yeah.
vent, this is me venting. My boss is such a freaking idiot. I want to stab him in the head with a pencil. He is so dumb. I have pencil sharpeners that are smarter than this guy. He makes the stupidest mistakes, and then he has the nerve to actually blame them on his staff. Oh my God, I can't believe how much I hate him. I
It's
can't.
like release my anger.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah. Release my
Exactly.
anger. Blah 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 blah
Right.
blah 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 blah. And
Yeah, that's it.
saying bad words in the middle of the conversation. Okay.
That's it. Yeah. A shoulder to cry on is more like somebody you're gonna, oh, I'm having such a bad holiday.
Yeah.
It's nothing's going right. And,
Yeah. He doesn't
well,
love me.
that's
Oh.
it. Oh, he doesn't love me.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. I know. I get it. The other one is more. You
Yeah,
are more upset.
that's it. All right. You got it. B, number 2. Okay.
Um, you've had the same flatmate for years, haven't you? You must get on very well. Well, we've had our ups and downs over the years, but on the whole, it's worked very well.
Okay. All right. Really, this whole thing here, we've had our ups and downs, and maybe a time period with it. The whole thing is the idiom. So the idea B would be we've had our ups and downs.
I think ups and downs means sometimes it's good, sometimes it's really bad. The relationship
Yeah,
between them sometimes really good, sometimes really bad. Sometimes they have arguments.
absolutely. Okay. But on the other hand, we could use this same idiom to talk about a business. Oh, we've been in
Okay.
business 10 years. We've had our ups and downs, making profit, losing money,
Yes.
you know, good
Yes.
times and bad times. All right. This
Okay.
could be used to talk about any relationship, romantic, friendship, work relationship. It could be used to talk about success, like
Yeah.
in a
Every
business.
every
Well,
relationship has their ups and downs.
certainly. Yeah, even a career. My career has had its ups and downs. Anything that's, been bad and good. So this is a common idiom that can be used widely for a number of things, not just relationships. Uh,
Okay.
all right. Rebecca, number 3.
Do you get on well with your brother and sister? Yes, I do, but my brother and older sister at each other's roots in using up and down, don't see which one. Clearly, fight like cat and dogs. Yes, it's this one. G. Fight like cat and dog?
Yeah. Fight like cat and dog. There's a slight difference, British and American. I don't know why. Fight like cat and dog. That's British. Americans use plurals. Fight like cats and dogs.
Yeah, like when it's raining.
Yeah, yeah. Raining cats and dogs. Yeah.
Yes, plural.
Fight like
They
that.
use plural.
Plural.
Okay.
Plural. Plural makes sense when you talk about things in general, not
Yes, no
specifically
problem.
with countable nouns. You use plurals. Yeah, the British version doesn't even make grammatical sense. But, however, okay, important point here. Sometimes idioms don't make grammatical sense because idioms are in general, some are very new. New idioms are created all the time, but some are very, very, very old indeed. And in fact, the grammar rules have changed over time. So at some point, I suppose, it was okay to use singular countable nouns to talk about them in general. It's not okay anymore. However, because it's an idiom, we're still going to say it the same way, even though it's no longer grammatically correct.
Yeah, I can remember one idiom like just play by ear, not by ears.
Yeah, okay. Play it by ear. That's right. You hear it and you can play it. You play it by ear. Yeah, that's an example. There's actually dozens and dozens of such examples. Another very similar idea is there are some words that you cannot even find in English except in one idiom. Why? Because the idiom has outlasted the actual language. That's how old idioms are. They stick around for a long time. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Number 4. B.
Okay. Is it true that Jeff and Laura are having problems? I think so. They seem to be most of the time this day. They seem to be um at each other's throats.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's not good. I guess they are having problems. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Here's another one that's used third person. I wouldn't say I was at Laura's throat. We had a bad argument. I was at her throat. We would never say I. We would never use I in this idiom. We use it to talk about other people, third person. They were at each other's throats. They seem to be at each other's throats most of the time. Yeah. Um, yeah, you'd never say we were at each other's throats, her and I. You just wouldn't use it that way. Rebecca, number 5.
Number 5. How are you getting on with your new business partner? Well, we on everything, but that's a good thing. It's when we agree on something too quickly that mistakes are made. We 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 don't see eye to eye.
That's it. We don't see eye to eye on everything. Okay. That would be a very common way to talk about it, using the idiom in a general way. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but very common construction to use this idiom. Or we say we don't see eye to eye on politics, something specific. Right. The idea is, okay, we use this idiom. All right, that doesn't mean he hates his business partner. He thinks they are good business partners because they don't agree on everything. When we do, that's when we make mistakes. So, all right. So it's not, this idiom is used not really to express a negative, well, I guess it is negative, but it's not, it's to express the idea not everything's negative. In this one area or in certain areas, we don't agree. Generally, not a bad thing. Okay. Number 6, B.
Okay. My parents have been married for 15 years. Those days, people stayed together. And let me see. Clear
Mm,
the air.
no.
No. Throw thick and thin.
Very good. You got it. All right. As the marital vows say in English marriage custom, through richer or poorer, through sickness and in health, through good and through bad. All right, through thick and thin.
Okay. So, what thick and thin in this situation they imply?
Well, good and bad. And
Like,
frankly, I don't know which one is good and which one is bad. Thick or thin.
maybe it's related to financial, right?
Maybe. I'm not even sure.
Okay.
Basically, I know it just means through good times and bad times.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
times and bad times.
Yeah. The example content-wise is useful. It does show how the idiom might be used, but I hate this grammatically, to tell you the truth. Have been married, present perfect tense, which would indicate his parents are still alive and they're still married. So I really don't like that the person says in those days. Those days are these days. When you use present perfect tense, you're actually stressing the fact that it's now. Something happened with a direct effect on now. So this sounds totally weird to me to say in those days.
Maybe
It's not
maybe
past.
they want to imply that in the past people stayed together thick and
Yeah,
thin. But nowadays, uh, that quality is lessened.
right. But because he used the demonstrative those days, the days he's talking about is 50 years ago until now. So those means something far away.
Or like 100
That's
year
these
or
days.
1,000 years ago.
Yeah. So it would make sense if he just simply said people used to stay together, or so anything else. I just object to the use of those here because it's not far away. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Anyway, that's points of grammar. All right. Rebecca, number 7.
Number 7. Why was there such a bad atmosphere in that meeting? You are new here. Didn't you notice that blah between George and Audrey? Okay, go up. Lost. Notice. Uh, there's no love lost.
Okay. And all right. Here's a good example. You're new here. This person is trying to inform a third party. Hey, you're new here. I guess you didn't know, but didn't you notice in the meeting there's no love lost between George and Andrew? They hate each other. Okay. Pretty good example. B, number 8.
Okay. There's a bad atmosphere in our office. Some people aren't talking to each other. Well, it's time you had a meeting to fresh to clear the air.
Yeah, to clear the air. Yeah, okay. All right. This example is not the best. Okay, let me give you another example. If I go to my friend, hey, John, you know what? I think we have a misunderstanding. Your wife said something to my wife, and I don't think we're on the same page. I think we need to clear the air. You know, express everything, to clarify the understanding, really.
We should bury the hatchet.
Bury the hatchet.
Bury the hatchet.
Yeah, well, that has to do with we should forgive each other. If we're going to clear the air, well, you could use two of them together. Let's clear the air. After we do that, then bury the hatchet. Clear the air is get everything out there, all the information. It may be just clearing up a misunderstanding. It may be getting people to talk about their feelings. Well, I'm mad at you because, oh, really? I didn't realize you were mad at me for that reason. I'm mad at you because blah, blah, blah. There, you've cleared the air. People are no longer holding in their bad feelings. Got to get the air cleared first, then you can work on making agreements. Clear the air, bring everything out. Very much related. Air your differences, change the pronoun as appropriate. If you air your differences, okay, then you openly tell each other what you don't like about each other or what you disagree on. You air your differences. Bring them out, your complaints out into the air. Speak them. Okay, that's the idea. All right, so okay, well, actually it is kind of a good example because people aren't talking to each other. That's the problem. They don't really know how each other feels. When they air their differences or they clear the air, they're making everything understood. They're making the people talk to each other about why they're angry. That's the idea. After that, we can work on forgiving and burying the hatchet. Yeah. Okay, one little note here. Milk turns sour if it is not kept in the fridge, or if it's kept far too long in the fridge. It can go off. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's way off. In the same way, relationships can turn sour. Their relationship turns sour, okay. Even our relationship turns sour. And two people can go off each other. All right. All right. It starts out good, but then gets bad. Their relationship turns sour. Nothing quite so disgusting as drinking sour milk. At least for me. Okay. All right. Another fill-in-the-blank exercise. Okay, we're going to pick one word over here on the right in italics. They're not in any order, so it's kind of mix and match a little. Go ahead and read the sentence. See if you can figure out which is the right word here. Okie doke. One last. Okay, Rebecca, number one.
I think my teacher has a soft point for me.
Soft what?
Point.
Point? Where's point?
No, point no. Spot. Spot, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Point, spot, or similar. All right, my teacher has a soft spot for me. Okay. She likes me for some reason. Like, yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right, I don't know what else to say about that. B, number two.
Okay. Even if you get married, don't neglect your close friends.
All right, well, close friends. All right. Here, close as an adjective is used a little bit idiomatically. Yeah, but a well-known collocation, close friends.
I think it's a word.
It's what?
I thought it was a word.
Yeah, well, it is. Nobody thinks of it as an idiom because it is so very common.
Yes.
Yeah. But literally, close means near to, you know. But when we say close friends, we mean emotionally close, you know.
Okay.
So I guess it is a little bit abstract, a little bit idiomatic. Rebecca, number three.
Okay. Number three. It's always fun to meet someone you eat off with. You on
Eat off.
you eat off with. It's always fun to meet someone you well, the adoption I can see the last one. Wait a second. Wavelength. No. Foot.
Close. We've already done close.
Close. You close it of it with. I don't understand the expression. You
No, it's
close.
not close. No, it's not close.
It's not close.
We use
no, I
close.
saw.
It's close, actually.
I've already seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you Okay, hit of with.
That's it. Hit.
Yeah,
H
hit.
H-I-T. Hit it off with. What do you think that means? You hit it off with somebody.
Well, I guess you get on well with
That's right.
that person.
Very good. That's it
Yeah. Another
exactly.
expression, maybe, but more colloquial, maybe.
Yep. You can use it to talk about yourselves, to talk about other people, to talk about a platonic friendly relationship, to talk about a romantic relationship, possibly to talk about a business partnership, any relationship. If you hit it off very quickly, you you like each other right away,
Okay.
and more than is normal.
Even
Abnormally
if
like each other.
you just meet each
Yeah.
other.
Even though you just met each other.
Met each other, thank you.
Does
Yeah,
it have
good,
the
good.
same meaning with hit on? Like she's hitting on you?
No, no, definitely not. Someone can hit on you and you can not like them at all.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
If
So
someone's hitting on you, they're trying to they're trying to spark or start a romantic relationship. But of course, if I hit on a girl, she may tell me, "Not in a million years, buddy. Go away."
okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. No, they're quite different. Hit it off is always positive, always a good thing. Yeah. Um, well, B, number 4.
I must say I get on like a house on water, like a house on fire with my mother-in-law.
Was that some kind of Freudian slip, B? Like a house underwater, the opposite of a house on fire. Uh, yeah, well, that was very funny. You just made it funny. Haha. Okay, like a house on fire, you like each other really
Yeah.
well. Okay, fine. That's very funny. You know, especially since it's my mother-in-law. I get on like a house underwater with my mother-in-law.
Maybe it has the opposite meaning, I guess.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I mean. That's why it's funny. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard that. I think you just made that up, but that's pretty funny because it's ironic. All right, Rebecca, number 5.
Number 5. That's okay. I get on best with people who are on the same as myself, on the same house, need books, benefits. Well, maybe food or
Good, good guess, but no.
wavelength. Wavelength.
Wavelength. You got it. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Um, people are if somebody's on the same wavelength. Oh, I like Mark. We're on the same wavelength. It means you tend to think in the same way. Maybe
Okay.
it's more about not what you think. It's more about the way you think, the way you problem solve, your sense of humor, your general sense of humor, the way that you interact with management. Okay, it has more to do with the way that you
And the
use your
same
brain.
taste and the same
Well,
affinities.
we're on the same wavelength. Okay, if both of you problem solve, if your solution would be, okay, we need to cut costs, then the way we're going to cut costs is not by firing employees, but actually by um, making some changes to equipment. And both of us had that same idea at the same time. You're on the same wavelength because you're both concerned about the employee's welfare above the profit line. The way you think and what you prioritize is the same. You're on the same wavelength. Okay, that's the
Yes.
idea. All right. All right. Okay, that was a good example. So I'll just continue. All right, number 6, B.
My children are trying to stay in my good foot, I guess.
No.
Make a spot? No.
No.
And make it
In. So it can't be in my foot. That would hurt.
in my foot.
Yeah,
How?
that doesn't work. What could you be in?
House, but it's not.
Yes, you could be in a house, but that's not it.
Need? No.
No.
I cannot see any funny.
Oh, no. I guess.
Books.
Wait a minute. I guess it is house. No. Oh, no. Where is it? Okay, I'm very confused. Is there an extra word over here?
I don't know.
No. Where's
10.
Could it be foot?
No, it's not foot, because foot is definitely the answer later.
Children will try to stay.
Where? I don't understand. Okay. All right. I thought the answer was in my good books. As an American, my answer would be in my good graces. Okay. My children want to stay happy with me. Oh, this is weird. Okay. I can't figure out where house goes, but all right. I think it's good books. Very British. Again, as an American, I think I'm vaguely familiar with this, but I've never actually heard anyone use it. All right. They want to stay in my good books, meaning they don't want to do anything that makes me angry. That's it. All right. Rebecca, number 7.
Okay, number 7. Do someone do someone a good and you've made a friend.
Oh, house on fire. There it is. Okay. We did use house on fire. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's definitely both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do someone a good and you've made a friend. A good do someone a good house need books turn.
Here's a related idiom or expression. It's actually a saying.
Yes, a good turn.
Yeah, do a good turn daily. All right. Do something nice for someone every day. Do someone a good turn and you've made a friend. All right. A good turn is the phrase. It's idiomatic. It means do someone a favor. Do something nice for someone. That's it. Okay. B, number 8.
Do your best not to get off on the wrong turn.
No, we just use turn.
Okay.
Do a good turn.
Wrong. Do your best not to get off on the wrong need.
Nope. Yeah.
Wrong foot.
Yeah. Get off on the wrong foot. The whole thing is the idiom. If you get off on the wrong foot, you have a bad start for whatever reason. This is a premise of I don't know how many thousands and thousands of situation comedies. The boyfriend meets his girlfriend's father and he misunderstands something that he says, and so the whole show is about how they got off on the wrong foot. They started awkwardly, or somebody misunderstood someone. Basic plot to many, many sitcoms, or at least American sitcoms. This whole idea of getting off on the wrong foot. misunderstanding each other or making a mistake right from the beginning. So it's a bad start between people in a relationship. Okay, you wouldn't say, for example, our company got off on the wrong foot. Occasionally I've heard it that way, or our marketing plan got off on the wrong foot. It's possible. I actually have heard that, I guess. It's a little strange for me, but I guess it's possible. All right, anyway, Rebecca, number 9.
Number 9. A friend in is a friend indeed.
Yep, this is
friend
an old saying, an expression.
It's a friend indeed. A friend in food.
No, no, nope. The wrong foot.
In
Off
need.
on the wrong foot. In need.
No.
There you go. A friend in
Really?
need.
A friend in need is a friend indeed. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've always wondered about this expression. It seems backwards to me. A friend who helps you out when you're in need is a friend indeed, but this is actually somebody who needs you is a true friend. I never really understood this. Supposedly it means that if you help your friend, you're a true friend. I never got it. I could never doesn't seem logical to me. But maybe because it's a really old saying, it made sense.
I think so.
1,000 years ago, it made sense. I can't make sense of it now, but everybody knows it. I mean, English speakers, we all know this. We all know this. A friend in need is a friend indeed, but I don't know why we use it because nobody can figure it out or explain it to me. Anyway, B, number 10.
You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your relations.
That's right. And B, you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
Pick nose. What does
yeah.
it mean? My nose on my face?
Yeah, your nose on your face. When you stick your finger in your nose and you pull
okay.
stuff out, it's kind of disgusting, right?
Okay.
You can pick your own nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
Okay.
All right. It's totally stupid. Okay. A young friend is always young. An old friend may be only 35. Okay. A young friend means the person is a young age. All right. An old friend means you've been friends with that person for quite a long time. But, you know, they could be age 35. Maybe you've known them for 10 years. That's pretty much an old friend. Okay. Okay. No wonder we never see eye to eye. We're just not on the same wavelength. Okay. We don't think alike. All right. So we disagree. Well, that's absolutely true. You would tend to disagree with somebody who you don't share the same values, prioritize the same things. These would be natural to disagree. Okay. Before we go, Rebecca, I have to share something with you.
Okay.
All right. Last weekend, I don't know, before the holiday, I had to go do some shopping. And here in the supermarket, they, you know how they give free samples out sometimes?
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
sometimes. Well,
Yeah.
like here.
Yeah. All right. Well, they do the same thing here. All right. They were giving out free samples of Penguin or Little Penguin. I think it's wine from Argentina. They were giving out free samples of wine, and this is the problem with the Philippines. The wine education is not what it's supposed to be. They were giving out in the supermarket, no less, which is kind of funny. But they had it was pretty decent wine, but they've got a nice Shiraz, a Merlot, and they're sticking the red wine you know, a Cabernet, a Merlot, and a Shiraz, all red wines. They've got them ice cold. They're pulling the bottle out of an ice bucket.
Are you kidding? The wine, the red wine.
Yeah, the red wine. They've got it ice cold.
Never, ever in the ice bucket. Never, ever.
Never, never, never. I know. I was like, oh my goodness. Do you know what you're doing to that poor wine?
Come on. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no, no. You are ruining the wine. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
know.
maybe they don't have yet wine culture, you know. They need to learn
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I know. I just had to share that
Thank
story
you.
with you because I enjoy wine, and I know that's kind of your business, and I just had to tell you that horror story, Christmas horror story.
Yeah. Maybe because
What?
it's hot there and they think it
Yeah,
would be nice to drink
yeah,
cold
I know.
wine, but white, no red, never.
Yeah, red Merlot, Shiraz, ice
No,
cold. Ugh,
no, no,
what are you doing?
no.
Yeah. Anyway,
Thank
they'll
you.
learn. Oh, someday they'll learn. Hey, 10 years ago when I came to this country, you could not find a bottle of wine. So we're making progress here. Give us time.
Well, yeah, maybe in the future I'll send my wine in Philippines too.
Yeah, I hope so. That would be
Thank
terrific.
you.
All right.
Yeah, would be, yes.
That would be
Thank
wonderful.
you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, B. See you
Thank
guys.
you, teacher. See
Yeah.
you.
All right.
Thank you. See you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Have a good
Bye-bye.
day. Bye bye.